Started, I believe you and your wife started this?
Yeah, we started it just basically because it seemed like, the packing and all of the mule stuff and the backcountry was all dropping through the cracks, and there weren't any young people coming into it. I mean, you'd go on a pack trip, and in the 60s, because I used to pack for Jordan Hot Springs and the Forest Service, see families back there all the time, and just gradually, we'd go in, and it was getting to the point where you'd never see any kids back there, and we just felt it was important enough to keep the kids interested.
Right.
In fact, it was the kids, and get them away from the darn Xboxes and the phones. In fact, the kids came up with a slogan themselves, taking today's youth from the Xbox to the pack box, and it's really appropriate.
Yeah.
So anyway, we started doing it, and one thing led to another, and we really felt like we were doing some good, and the kids were enjoying it, and it was helping them, and so we just kept doing it, and we just.
How many years is it now? About 17, or is it longer than that?
It's about, I think, about 23 now.
23 now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you give a lot of your time for this.
Huge amount. It takes a huge amount. We're running 21 mules, and just the maintenance, the shoeing, the vaccinations. I mean, we get help from the veterinarians. They donate.
Doc Lang?
Yeah, and Ann Lang has been great. Gonzalo Bear in Bakersfield, and Dr. Pipkin. So we get a lot of help. We couldn't do it without the help. I'm not rich, and without the donations rolling in, we wouldn't be able to do it.
Now for you personally, what has this done? Your involvement, I mean, obviously you get a lot out of it, or you wouldn't have been doing it this long.
Right. It just, I can relate to what some of these young guys, especially the ones that have had some trouble, because I was really in trouble in high school. I was one of those kids that, they never expected me to finish high school, because I was just, I was just going down the wrong road. And at a certain time, some folks stepped in to help me, and that brought me, where I needed to be to kind of go on and make something out of myself. So, in some ways, that's what we're doing with these kids. Some of them are squared away, some of them aren't.
Right.
And so we just, they get kind of what we look for is, you'll see the kids when they first come, they're kind of in it for themselves. And then you'll see them make the progression to where when one of their fellow kids gets in a mess or a wreck, they're the first to jump in.
Call them on it.
Yeah, and help them. Get in there and help them instead of being in it for themselves. They move towards a team, group, watch out for the guy next to me type thing.
That's cool.
So it's just really rewarding. Anytime you have the opportunity to work with youth and make a difference, we should do it.
Okay.
So that's it.